It's over here. I went ahead and made my little character off screen because I would spend just 10 years doing that even with the limited options in this game. But we are starting right at the beginning, so let's get into it. Now playing as Zara Vance. It's the beginning of summer break and you're home from a college visit to your family. You hurry to keep up with your half-brother Elliot as the two of you walk from the elevator to your parents' apartment. Whoa, what's the rush? I'm starving. You think mom and dad made dinner already? Dude, you ate 5 corn dogs at the movie theater. Not to mention most of my gummy bears. I need fuel, Zara. I can feel another growth spurt coming on. Laughing, you reach the apartment and pull out your keys, but as you move to unlock the door... Huh, that's weird. What? The door is open. You give the door a gentle push. It swings the rest of the way open, and you see splintered wood around the deadbolt. The hell? After all the lectures I get for leaving the door unlocked. Elliot, I need you to... I guess stay close. Elliot takes a step closer, looking from you to the dark apartment. Is something wrong? I don't know. Something just doesn't feel right. Taking a deep breath, you step forward into the dark entryway. Mom? Dad, are you there? The only reply is silence. Anyone? There's an odd smell in the room, sour and metallic. Cold dread begins to claw up your spine. Zara? Your hand seems to move on its own, feeling along the wall for the light switch. What's wrong? Why aren't they answering? Your fingers find the switch, and light suddenly floods the room. Damn. Also, I hope the music isn't... I hope the music is just right. I hope it's not too loud, but I hope you can also hear it. Zara is now haunted. No. No! Instinctively, you grab hold of Elliot as he tries to shove past you, turning him away from the horrific scene. Let go of me, Zara. They're hurt. They need us. Elliot struggles in your grip, but you only clutch him tighter, even as your legs give out and the two of you fall clumsily to your knees. Pools of gore stain the carpet and streak the walls. The scent of blood, subtle at first, is now so strong you feel as though you're drowning in it. This isn't real. It can't be. Unable to look away, your gaze focuses on the small bloody details of the grisly tableau before you. I should try to remember some of that. There was like a shoe or something before. Broken family picture. You find yourself staring at your mother's crumpled body. Her back is studded with knife wounds, her hands frozen in the act of smearing her own blood across the floor. Numbly, you realize the smears form a strange shape. Zara, what do we do? They won't wake up, Zara! It's not real, it's not real. Zara? Zara, wake up. Huh? You jolt out of your stupor, grabbing your seat for support. The small boat rocks and jumps beneath you, its motor rumbling. Sorry, I was kinda elsewhere. Mom and Dad again? Yeah, just hard to believe they're really gone. Before I read that, I do remember at the beginning of this game it gave you some sort of like warning. I guess I could have done that here, but in fairness, I haven't done that with any other game. So hopefully anyone disturbed doesn't get mad at me. Sorry. Beware, in this book, your nerve score starts at 0. Build up your nerve over the course of the book. The higher your nerve, the better you'll fare in the trials ahead. You shake your head, trying to gather your thoughts. Did you say something? Grandpa said, hold on or you'll fall out of the boat. You glance up at the front of the boat, where your grandpa stands with both hands on the wheel. To reach the house in just a couple minutes. Beside you, Elliot slumps in his seat, staring into space. You put a hand on his shoulder and manage a weak smile. Hey, Scooter. I know these past few weeks have been hard. Understatement of the century. But I've got 2 whole months to help you get settled in at Grandpa's place before I have to go back to college. Maybe once we drop off our stuff, we can do something. Like what? We're in the literal middle of nowhere. There must be something fun to do around here. We could go... I feel like they're both bad, because apparently I'm the one who's haunted. We're surrounded by unspoiled wilderness. I bet there are some gorgeous hiking trails or... You'll be doing no such thing. I won't have you kids wandering off and getting into trouble. We wouldn't... This ain't a vacation. As long as you're living in my house, you'll abide by my rules. Says who? Says the court that made me your legal guardian. Don't like it? Take it up with the state. Hey, lay off him. You think it's easy leaving your whole life behind and moving with a grandparent we've never met? Maybe you'd rather go live with your deadbeat dad in Montreal. What, the scumbag who walked out on me and Mom when I was 7? That man isn't my dad. Todd is the one who was there for me. He was as much my dad as he was Elliot's. And now he's... You trail off, and a tense silence falls over the boat, broken only by the lapping of waves. Soon the fog begins to lift, and a bright, sunlit town comes into view on the far shore. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm actually surprised that there's a real town here that's kind of pretty. I just figured he was some asshole who lived in the woods by himself. Welcome to Pine Springs, your new home. Chapter 1. Dead in the Water. A short while later, your boat docked in front of a small house nestled in the shore of the lake. The inside of the house is dim and cluttered, the smell of stale dust hanging in the air. So this is where Mom grew up. It's... so cozy. I can't wait to curl up on that couch with a good book. Just don't expect a mint on your pillow. Alright, dude, I know you lost your daughter, but you don't have to be a fucking dick. Jesus. You didn't give you a compliment. Hefting one of Elliot's bags, your grandpa starts up a narrow staircase at the back of the room. Guess our room's that way. Or he's gonna throw your stuff off the roof. Elliot almost smiles as he starts up the stairs. You're about to follow when you notice a soft light coming from a nearby shelf. Moving closer, you see that the glow is coming from an old bottle flickering strangely in the dark. What the hell? Before your eyes, the bottle seems to fade in and out of existence, solid one moment and ghostly the next. Message in a bottle. The bottle becomes more real as you reach for it, the glass solidifying beneath your fingers. Things are not always as they seem. Each message in a bottle provides a glimpse into Pine Springs' troubled past. Collect all 9 to get the full harrowing tale. This is so weird. Popping the cork, you carefully extract the paper inside and begin to read. Dear Journal, what a week this has been. I signed the papers on Monday, quit my job on Tuesday, cleaned out the apartment on Wednesday, then packed my whole life into the back of the Gremlin and started driving. It's Sunday morning now, and I'm drinking coffee in the kitchen of my new home. It still doesn't feel real. Years of scrimping and saving, and I finally have the cozy little cabin in the middle of the woods that I've always dreamed of. No landlords, no trains howling past my room at night, and no damn neighbors. Unfortunately, I've also discovered why the last owner was willing to sell the place for so cheap. It's a total wreck. The floor is rotting, the roof leaks, the windows rattle. Earlier I found a damn raccoon living in the pantry. Also, I'm fairly certain the place is haunted. I keep hearing odd whispers, or spotting shadows in my peripheral vision. Doors will fly open without warning, without any wind. And there are moments when I'll enter a dark room just before I turn on the lights, when I swear I'm not alone. I have this inescapable sensation that I've entered into a space that belongs to someone else, or something else. Oh well. I've had roommates before. Whatever lives here, we'll just have to learn to get along. Entry ends here. A haunted cabin in the woods. I wonder who wrote this. Curious, you tuck the paper into your suitcase and start looking through the other strange relics in the room. You're scanning the titles on a stack of musty books when the back door swings open. Hey Arthur, you in here? Someone just called with a... Oh, you must be Zara. You're not the love interest, is he? Think of that. Sorry, never mind. Let's see. Hi. I'll be whoever you want me to be. Some of the choices dialogue is just like not subtle and a little toxic. Do I know you? Why? Do I look familiar? Maybe we met in a previous life. I don't know about that, but you do seem to know my name. Oh, right, sorry, that was probably super weird. The guy sticks out his hand, and you shake it. Tomoichi Sato, but everyone calls me Tom. Arthur hired me to work as a mechanic in his boat shop a few months back. He mentioned he'd be picking you guys up today. Enjoying the Museum of Dusty Oddities? Yeah, it's pretty wild. Where'd all this stuff come from? Who knows? Arthur's not really the most talkative guy. I mostly just make stuff up. Over there we have Discarded Robot Eyeball, right next to Weird Leather Tome, probably cursed. This one's got me stumped though. Tom motions to a tall rectangular case. Squinting, you can just make out a humanoid shape behind the dirty glass. What the fuck? Hello? Wow. What is it? Some kind of armor? Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is Arthur won't talk about it, and that the case is some kind of... And that the case has some kind of impossible puzzle lock. Seriously, I eat puzzle games for breakfast, and I don't even know where to start with this thing. You run your hands over the odd symbols engraved on the iron locks. Something's missing. Keep an eye out for items inscribed with runes. Collecting all 5 unlocks a special outfit that will give you a major advantage in the trials ahead. Footsteps clomp down the stairs. You snatch your hand away from the case, turning to face your grandpa as he enters the room. Tom? Hey, Arthur. Got a call from the other side of the lake while you were out. How do you say that name? Imogen? Imogen Westcott's flipping out because her yacht won't start. Your grandpa grunts, digging the keys to the boat out of his pocket and tossing them to Tom. Take Zara with you. Wait, what? But I don't know anything about boats. You know cars? They're like that, but for water. Alright, asshole, fuck you. Very funny. I mean, won't I get in the way? Besides, I'm not gonna leave Elliot by himself. I think Elliot can manage unpacking a suitcase without you hovering over him. Everyone pitches in around here. If you're gonna stay, you gotta earn your keep. I understand, but nothing. Make sure you're home before dark. You're about to respond when Tom nudges you gently in the side. Fuming, you follow him out of the house. Outside, you help Tom load tools into the small boat. Sorry to cut you off. I've learned the hard way that arguing with Tom rarely does any good. Wait, what? What's his name again? Sounds like you know my grandpa better than I do. Yeah, well, this job's been my main source of human interaction since I moved here. Moved from where? A little town called Westchester. It's just on the other side of those woods. How do you like it here? I did a little research before we moved, and it sounded like Pine Springs was a bougie enclave for super rich people who don't actually like nature, but do like to stare at nature from their mansion's balcony while sipping $1,000 Chardonnay. Bro, that sentence had to be so long, that killed me. Yeah, more or less. It's a little weird, not gonna lie. Last week a customer literally referred to me as Boat Boy. Bro, I just spent 4 hours elbow deep in your boat's engine so it won't explode during your next joyride. Maybe you learn my name? If it's so weird here, why do you leave Westchester? Tom takes his time stowing the toolbox, not meeting your eyes. Some stuff happened there a few years ago. I don't really want to get into it if that's okay. Oh, yeah, of course, sorry. Tom shakes his head, smiling ruefully. Nah, it's fine. I swear I'm not doing this man-shrouded in mystery thing on purpose. Or maybe I am. Maybe I'm even more mysterious than I seem. I knew it. You're What if he really is a secret agent and I can... Nah. Total dork. But in an endearing way, right? Not like, get this weirdo away from me kind of way. Jury's still out. Tom jumps down into the boat and looks back at you, grinning. Hey, I just had an idea. You haven't had a chance to see Pine Springs yet, right? Yeah, I just saw a glimpse of it on our way here. Well, we've got to go all the way across the lake for this job. Why don't we take the scenic route? It's a perfect way to preview Pine Springs' many scenic vistas and fabulous attractions. Go on Tom's tour to get a little closer to him and boost your nerve score? He's a little funny, but yeah, fuck it. I'm doing it for the nerve score so far. I'm not fully convincing this dude is a love interest. Woo! All aboard Tom's totally awesome tour boat. This man really made me read that corny shit. Okay. Woo! All aboard Tom's totally awesome tour boat, where our motto is, hey, look over there. You climb into the boat and take a seat beside Tom. Hold on tight, passengers. Your friendly and enthusiastic tour guide has been playing a lot of Hydro Thunder at the arcade. Uh-oh. Is it too late to get a refund? In answer, Tom guns the engine and your small boat peels away from the house in a spray of lake water. You and Tom cruise across the lake. The glassy water sparkles and spray dots your sun-warmed skin. Wow, it's so nice out here. Clearing his throat, Tom gestures grandly all around you. If you look to your right, or left, or anywhere really, you'll see the majestic Lake Triumph. You sit back, enjoying the scenery. Huge evergreens line the shore, turning the surrounding hills into a swaying emerald sea. The forest looks like it goes on forever. I bet it's beautiful in there. Sure, as long as you keep an eye out for... Tom stopped himself, his eyes flitting to you for a brief second, then away. Mountain lions. Watch out for mountain lions. Are you gonna say monsters? What? No, why would I say that? Is that what you tell kids around here? Don't go into the woods, the monsters will get you? Tom visibly relaxes. Yeah, gotta keep them out of trouble somehow, right? Next up on our tour, downtown Pine Springs. Tom brings the boat in close to the shore, giving you a view of the quaint, bustling downtown. On our right is scenic Lakeview Boulevard, home to Compass Cafe, Ballast Books, and Dockside Hardware. Coffee, books, and hardware, huh? I like your priorities. I mean, what else do you actually need? Video games? What about a place to grab a drink, work out, make out? Bruh. These games need better romance options. And a coffee is a drink, so I'm not picking that option. Sure, if there's one thing rich people love, it's blowing lots of money on personal fitness training. We've got yoga, CrossFit, and that thing where you ride a stationary bike while a hot person yells at you. Maybe I'll just take up running. Solid choice. Let's continue our tour. Out in the open water, Tom cuts the engine. The boat glides gracefully to a stop, and he moves to take the seat beside you. And here we have the final stop on our tour. If you'll direct your attention slightly to the right, you'll see the top of Lake Triumph Dam. Whoa, it's huge. Fun fact, the level of the lake used to be much higher. You can tell by how high up the dam's spillways are. But about 15 years ago, the water level was lowered to create the beautiful and extremely expensive lakefront neighborhood. They drained part of the lake just to build more mansions? That's impressive, I guess. They let you walk around on top of the dam, which I highly recommend. The view is unreal. But before you ask, no, they don't do tours of the inside of the dam to see all the cool machines and stuff. Not even if you ask them really, really nicely, like with puppy dog eyes. Damn, I bet you've got some killer puppy dog eyes too. You've got no idea. Anyway, that's the end of our tour. Any final questions before we end this magical ride? Are you single? What brought you to Pine Springs? Does the tour have to end? You felt like you didn't want to talk about this one. Maybe we can get more information from the first option. We can't take another lap around the lake? Not what I meant. Not what I meant. Tom strikes a heroic pose, his face solemn. A wounded boat calls, and we must answer. Yes, I suppose we must. The two of you sit there for a long minute, staring out over the quiet lake. Tom, thanks for all this. I think I really needed it. I could tell. Believe me, I know how hard it is to leave everything behind to start over in a new place. If you ever need someone to talk to, come find me. I will. I should... Shake Tom's hand. You stick out your hand, Tom smiles and shakes it. I'm glad I met you, Tom Sato. Right back at you, Zara Vance. You take a deep breath, savoring the view of the dam for one more second, then nod. Alright, I'm ready to go. Sweet, let's go fix a boat. Tom gets back into the driver's seat and guns the engine, turning the boat toward an elegant lakeside neighborhood. The little boat skims across the lake. Tom steers for a cluster of opulent mansions, and you trail your hand in the water. Water's so cold. How deep does it go? Dunno, pretty darn deep though. We're actually about to pass over the deepest part, right at the center of the lake. You peer over the side, watching rays of sunlight sparkle in the blue-green water, throwing rippling patterns across your skin. Sighing, you close your eyes, feeling the soothing water against your hand, feeling... Ah! You snatch your hand away. Zara, what's wrong? I felt something in the water. Something touch your hand? We do get otters around here sometimes, and fish, and... Not like that. More like a feeling... I felt... There's something down there, Tom. Something that hates us, that wants to... You shudder, inching away from the side of the boat. Sorry, that probably sounds crazy. How long till we get to the place? Could be there in a few minutes if I step on it. Tom? Yeah? Step on it. Tom guns the engine and the boat speeds toward the shore. You cradle your hand against your chest. The skin feels ice cold, almost lifeless. By the time you reach your destination, the late afternoon sun has warmed your chills and eased your mind. After a thorough examination, you and Tom climb out of the engine room of a luxurious yacht named the Empress. I'm never gonna get used to these monsters. It's like a spaceship engine down there. No kidding. I've never seen so many pipes and valves in my life. You hear the clatter of high heels on the deck. Looking up, you see a customer, Imogen, setting down on a small cooler. Refreshments? I wasn't sure what you like, so I brought a selection. There's ginger ale, iced tea, beer. Bruh. Why wasn't I able to make my character look like this? What the I'm hating a little bit. Imogen beams, giving you a playful shove. That was a romance? Of course it was. Of course it was. Oh, stop. It's the least I can do. Did you figure out what's wrong with the engines? I'm supposed to have this big party on the lake in a couple hours and... Tom sighs, a grave look on his face. Well, unfortunately it looks like the primary core matrix has fallen out of alignment. He made that shit up, go on. The primary core matrix, yeah. That means all the flux... That means all the flux crystals are gonna need to be individually recalibrated. And don't even get me started on the tuning webs. How long has it been since you strung those? You pull a bottle from the cooler and take a sip to hide your smile. Imogen glances at you, eyebrow raised. He's totally messing with me, huh? Seems likely, yeah. You got me. Looks like you just need to have some water in the fuel line. Should be an easy fix. Imogen squeals with delight, pulling you and Tom into a sudden hug. You two are total lifesavers. You both have to come to the party later. Wow, really? I figured this party was for... fancy people. It totally is, which is why you have to come. If I have to spend one more party listening to Remington whatever the third talk about his watch collection. Imogen shudders dramatically. Anyway, you'll both be there, right? Please? Aw, man, I wish I could, but I've got some stuff I need to do tonight. I'd love to go too, but my grandpa said I had to be home before dark. He did? Ugh, all the grown-ups in this town are super weird about that. Like, you should watch the local news sometime. According to them, once the sun goes down, it's all pagan orgies and human sacrifices. Well, now I'm really bummed about missing the party. I'm just saying, we shouldn't have to lock ourselves away because a bunch of old people are scared of the dark. Well, then I guess I'm in. You are? But Arthur said, Grandpa's been nothing but a jerk to me since the second I met him. It's just one party. I'll deal with Grandpa's wrath later. Tom looks like he's about to object, then hesitates. I guess, yeah, there will be a lot of people at this party, right? It's probably gonna be fine. It'll probably be fine. Yay, come on. We have to go get ready. Right now? But Tom and I were... Tom makes a shooing motion with his hands. I'm totally good to fix this myself. Go. Prepare. From what I hear, Imogen's parties are not to be undertaken lightly. Just promise you'll be careful, okay? Don't worry, I won't let the other kids pressure me into smoking or doing crimes, pinky swear. Tom gives you an uneasy smile, watching as Imogen pulls you down the gangplank and toward the mansion. You soon find yourself in a... Alright, some of these words are a little new for me. You soon find yourself in a palatial walk-in closet, sorting through an array of clothes laid out by Imogen's personal shopper, Jacqueline. Whoa. Do you do this every time you have a party? I try not to be that extra, but this is the first party of the summer. Imogen's phone chimes. She opens the message app, frowning. Ugh, Kyle's running late. Kyle? My best friend. We've known each other since, like, kindergarten. He's basically the coolest person ever. Is he single? Bruh. Pretty sure that's your... Bruh. I'm excited to meet him. You and Tom are the only people I've met since we got here. I definitely need to expand my social circle. If Kyle's even half as great as you make him sound, I'm sure we'll get along. Honestly, I'm probably underselling his awesomeness. You're actually gonna be best friends, I can feel it. Imogen hands over a chic skirt and lacy top, followed by a fitted leather jacket. Oh my god, yes. This is totally the one. Jacqueline is the best. Try it on. Wear this special outfit to stand out from the crowd at Imogen's party. Sure, why not? Damn, girl, you look amazing. I apologize for saying that with my mouth. Do you think I'll be too hot in this jacket? You'll be exactly the right amount of hot. Imogen holds up two gorgeous dresses, considering. I'm feeling the blue dress. What do you think? Definitely blue. As Imogen steps into the bathroom to change and do her hair, you feel your phone buzz. You check it and see a new text from Elliot. Yo, where'd you go? That dude with the man bun just dropped off Grandpa's boat. I think I'm gonna be out late tonight. Kinda got invited to this party. Damn, good job. I haven't even left the house. It just kinda happened. One minute we're fixing this girl's boat and the next I'm helping her pick out an outfit. You gonna be okay tonight, Scooter? Because I can totally come home if you need me to. Just say the word and we can eat cereal and watch dumb internet videos until we pass out. Nah, I'm good. I've got a stack of Pop-Tarts and like 3 different anime series to binge. Grandpa's gonna freak out though. Yeah, well. He can just deal with it. Seriously, we're here one day and he thinks he can just take over our lives? I don't think so. Yeah, try saying that to his face. Give me a heads up first, though, so I can make popcorn. Sure you're gonna be okay? I think I can survive one night without a babysitter. Have fun. I will. Love you. I don't like this. This thing right here. The little skull next to my name. I'm not a fan of that. You too. Imogen emerges from the bathroom and twirls around, skirt glittering in the light. Bruh. That's what I hate about these games. Like, the other characters always get these killer looks, but like the character you play as, the customization is fucking awful. You totally called it. Fabulous outfit. Check. And that means it's time to get this party started. All aboard the party boat? Aye aye, Captain. I'm not saying my character looks bad, it's just clear differences. Imogen's party's in full swing. The yacht is packed with Pine Springs' young, wealthy elite dancing the night away. You sit in a plush couch beside Imogen, laughing as the guy across from you throws back a shot, gagging dramatically. Ah, that is so foul. Because you gotta charm him with your charisma. Hi, Zach. Welcome in. Thanks for saying something toxic and bullshitty the second you drop in. It's just not fair, dude. Like, you know what? I said at the beginning, that I made my character off screen. I've been lurking? Yeah, I know. I said at the beginning that I made my character off screen because it takes forever, even though I only have a couple options. But I wish I would have like streamed making the character just so you guys can see how shitty the options are. Because that's really why it took so long. It's because the options are shitty. Toxic, how dare you, I'm crying now. Good. That's what toxic people get. But yeah, it's... I think for a game named Choices, you should get more choices in how you look. That's all I'm saying. I like how Garrett and Chat's the same douche. Now who's toxic? Alright, you know what? I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You're right. You're right. Fair enough. Just pickle juice, bro. Don't be a baby. Some people like drinking it. Ever heard of a pickleback? Oh my god, don't even talk about those. Those were such a fad in my dorm last year. My naturopath is not going to be happy with my sodium levels tomorrow. At least it's my turn. So, Zara, right? Truth or dare? Dare? Truth? Truth is usually easier. Alright then, who on this couch do you think is the hottest? Ooh, tough call. I'd have to say... You know, I didn't realize how similar we look until being put next to each other. I mean, this dude looks like you could be a model. This guy kind of looks douchey. I look alright for what I could do. I guess objectively it has to be her, right? Taking myself out, it's either this annoyingly bottled dude or it's this chick. I guess I'll go with her. Imogen flushes, giggling into her glass of wine. Oh, stop, you really think so? Absolutely. In fact, I'm pretty sure you're the hottest person on this whole boat. Bruh. Alright, now that's over with. Imogen, truth or dare? I pick... Oh. A drunk girl stumbles against the back of the couch, knocking into Imogen's arm. Wine sloshes out of Imogen's glass and onto the couch. Rude. I just had this couch cleaned. Zara, can you pass me those napkins? Zara? You barely hear her. You sit, frozen, your gaze fixed on the dark red stain slowly seeping into the white upholstery. Drama. You realize you're standing up, backing away. Sorry, I'll be back in a minute. Are you okay? Do you need me to... I'm fine, it's fine. Just need some air. Turning, you walk quickly away from the light and the noise away... well, reset. Turning, you walk quickly away from the light and the noise away from the confused faces of Imogen and her guests. Away. Sorry, that read weird to me, which is why I read it so strangely, but I see now. Okay, let me get one more try in this. Turning, you walk quickly away from the light and the noise, away from the confused faces of Imogen and her guests, away. At the far end of the boat, you clutch the railing like a drowning sailor as the memories come flooding back, threatening to pull you under. Mom, Dad. You shake your head, trying to push the sudden tide of grief through sheer force of will. Come on, Zara, pull it together. You're supposed to be having fun. You stare into the lake below, concentrating on the rhythmic lapping of the water against the hull. Just breathe. Your breathing slows, emotion seeping away to leave a cool, empty calm. The motion of the waves is soothing, almost hypnotic. Moonlight sparkles on the surface of the water far below, bright against the deep, seemingly infinite darkness beneath. A hand touches your shoulder, snapping you back to reality. Huh? In a flash, you realize you've lifted 1 foot toward the railing as if to climb over and plunge into the freezing water. What the? You stumble back, crashing into the guy behind you. Whoa, sorry, didn't mean to scare you. You're too cute to be scary. I think you just saved me. Saved you? From what? I'm not sure, actually. Okay, then. I guess you're welcome. You're Zara, right? I'm Kyle. Kyle Garza. The infamous Kyle. Imogen's been talking you up. She's been singing your praises, too. Jenny gets so adorably stoked when she makes new friends. She didn't mention that you were such a snappy dresser. Look at you, rocking that outfit like it's no big deal. I'll have to thank Imogen's personal shopper. For picking this outfit, Jacqueline deserves a damn fruit basket. Did you want to be alone, by the way? I want to introduce myself, but I can leave if you... No, it's fine, just needed a little breather. Word. I love a good party as much as the next guy, but all those people can get pretty overwhelming. Kyle leans against the railing beside you. Hey, you grew up in Pine Springs, right? Guilty. I gotta know. Does everyone own a yacht? What's your favorite thing to do here? What's wrong with this place? Alright, you don't want to start off too negative here. Let's look for something to do. One sec. Alright, there we go. Okay, I swear this isn't as bro-y as it sounds, but bar hopping. That sounds pretty bro-y. But the bars themselves aren't the best part. It's what you do after the last bar kicks you out. You haven't lived till you've climbed to the top of your old school jungle gym at 3 in the morning. Something tells me they don't put that in the brochures. Good thing I've got a local to give me the inside scoop. Kyle takes a long, slow sip of his beer, looking out over the water. The silence stretches. Something wrong? It's just... You know when you're a kid, you assume that everything you grew up with is normal? Like, it never occurs to you that life could be any other way. But then you realize... He sighs, turning his head to look at you. When you showed up here, did you notice how many houses had bars on the windows? Not the stores, just houses. No, I didn't. That's weird, right? For a town this nice? I looked it up the other day and burglaries are basically non-existent here, so what's going on? Well, what about animal attacks? No, it's weird, dude. We rich people are pretty paranoid. That girl over there, her sneakers are insured for about $5 grand. You can't be serious. Afraid so. I guess all I'm saying is, I'm starting to suspect this town isn't as perfect as it pretends to be. I see. Kyle sighs, then suddenly smiles and downs the rest of his beer. Geez, listen to me being a total fun ruiner. Jenny's gonna kill me. How about this? Tomorrow, we grab lunch, and then I show you the parts of Pine Springs that don't totally suck. Deal? Deal. Cool. I'm gonna go grab another beer. You want anything? Yeah, grab me... the most ridiculous order you can find. 1 black truffle bagel bite with gold flakes coming up. Kyle wades back into the crowd, heading for the bar. You watch him go, smiling a little. Maybe this place isn't so bad. I was liking the music, and then, of course, the music suddenly stops, drawing annoyed shouts from the crowd. Huh? The deck grows still as the yacht's engine shut down. Another sound rises over the muttered complaints. A police siren. You reach the boat. The bow? The boat? I don't speak boat. You reach the bow in time to see a small boat pull up in front of the yacht. The driver cuts the siren and holds up a bullhorn. All right, everyone. I'm gonna need you to take this boat back to shore. What the hell, Parker? Imogen pushes through the crowd and leans over the rail to glare down at the smaller boat. It's like 9 p.m. and the music's not even that loud. What's the problem? The problem is that the sun went down half an hour ago. The station's being flooded with calls from freaked out parents. Wait, what? Since when do you guys actually enforce curfew? I don't make the rules. No one here is in trouble. Folks just want to see their kids home safe. Parker, we're adults. Are you seriously out here to tell us it's bedtime? Whoa, let's calm down for a second. Parker and Imogen both turn to look at you. Who do you side with? Why don't... Man, why we got in the middle of this? I don't care. Whatever. Imogen, let's just go back. I don't want any trouble. But this is ridiculous. We're not bothering anyone out here. Come on, Imogen. It's not about you bothering people. It's just for your own safety. Sighing, you turn away from Parker and Imogen as they continue to argue. Looks like the party's over. Guess I should start saying my goodbyes. You look around and realize that Kyle isn't among the crowd. You finally spot him standing alone at the other end of the boat. He's staring into the water, arms hanging slack at his sides. Kyle? You start working your way through the crowd, apologizing as you push people aside. Excuse me, sorry, just want to... A chill mist begins to rise from the lake, and at the other end of the boat, Kyle suddenly climbs up onto the railing. Kyle, stop! What are you doing? He doesn't respond. You pick up speed as Kyle stands on the rail, his eyes seeming to burn with a strange light. Shoving past confused party guests, you see Kyle sway with the motion of the boat, then start to fall forward. Kyle! Oh my god! Imogen's voice rises to a scream as you finally break free and sprint across the deck. No, no! Just out of your reach, Kyle's limp body topples overboard. Without hesitation, you vault over the rail after him. No, don't! The cold hits you like an electric shock as you plunge into the lake. Eyes stinging, you twist and feel around you, desperately searching for any movement. And then you spot him, already several feet below you and sinking fast. Kyle's wide, panicked eyes meet yours, all traces of his former stupor gone. Kyle thrashes in the water, reaching for you, but he only sinks faster, as if something is pulling him down. Hold on, Kyle, just hold on. But as you get closer, you see something else. A darkness in the water beside Kyle, wrapping around him. Then, the darkness looks back at you. Anyway, bye, Kyle. Bye. Nice meeting you. Fuck that. Sorry, Kyle. We're not that close. We're not that close.